Your weekly pint of sports news presented by the Keys Leisure Centre Preston. Eat, drink and bowl at the Keys sprawling beer gardens, lanes, arcade bar and bistro. Let's go, lads. In the spirit of the Commonwealth Games starting on Friday, if you had to choose one competition to represent our glorious country in, what would it be?
Is it this Commonwealth Games or any Commonwealth Games over the history?
Any. Let's go then.
Cricket was in one.
Yeah, 98.
So I'm going cricket.
That's
so does that count?
No, it doesn't. No, I'm vetoing that one.
Lawn
Okay,
bowls.
let's go. Yeah, okay.
Lawn bowls.
Yeah, well,
Come on, we're teachers champions in lawn
yeah,
bowls.
yeah, back a couple of years
Sort of.
ago. What's that?
You
Sheffield,
are a
wasn't
bit
it?
more than me, but
We
that's,
got
that's another story.
and
for
we
another
got
day.
we got a slab of beer. We didn't get the official prize because certain players rocked up. So we couldn't get the.
This is very true.
We got a slab of beer as
We
compensation.
won the final, though.
We did win.
Yeah,
absolutely.
we won.
So yeah, I'm going with Pete. Sammy,
Lawn bowls.
Yep.
You're not thinking track and field or swimming? Like,
Well,
like
it's a
the
bit
glory events?
Athletic. If I was capable athletically, the 100-meter sprint, but I know that's unrealistic.
I'm thinking like long jump.
Long jump.
Like everyone thinks they can run fast. How many people
Thinks-
can jump fast?
Me, those sort of sports, like you dedicate your whole life to that one lane and jump. Like and high jump. Like you've dedicated your whole life to
Yeah.
that. Like
Well,
for
no.
me-
With long jump, you can do triple jump as well.
yeah, I guess so.
If you do like shot put, discus,
You're normally a pretty
They
good
sort of-
sprinter as well. if you're a long
Exactly
jumper,
right.
So I guess there's all of that.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah, I don't know. But you're obviously on the back of my post on our social media about Molly, our Australia's best athlete. Molly.
I'm just in support of the Com Games, really.
You liking
Did
it?
you see,
Yeah.
talk about the Commonwealth Games? You see the opening ceremony. You know, they have the flag bearer for each country. You see the Vanuatu guy? Full on
No.
topless. Absolute built like
Oh,
a shit
I did
house.
see
Like
that
a
on
shit
social.
brick.
Yeah,
Topless. It was topless. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen that.
it's pretty mental.
That's good. So what is he? A shot putter?
I forgot what event.
It can't be weightlifting.
But-
That's not in it this year.
No, it's not.
No.
I forgot his name, but he was a big islander, but he was a massive bloke.
That's so
Like
good.
that flagpole was like a little tissue in his hand.
What flag
As
are we
a
talking
tooth-
about?
One of those toothpick flags. You know those
Yeah,
ones?
yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
That's probably what it looked like.
Welcome to Sports Juice on your Tuesday evening.
And that's the only time we'll cover the Commonwealth Games, probably.
It's a bit of a mediocre one this year,
It is.
especially for us Victorians.
And, well, don't get me started. On the government.
Yeah,
and all that
no,
sort of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Been a
Anyway.
big day in politics.
No,
Wasn't it? About that.
Anyway, it is. But Australia's so far ahead.
But
But is that the problem though?
I think it is
Because they just win.
we just win.
all we do is win, no matter what.
The thing is, like, this is
T-Pain.
off the back of like the Olympics where we went pretty well.
Yes.
Where did we finish? Nah, I'm trying to remember, but it was like
In the top 10.
fourth,
Even
fifth.
even the Winter Olympics, we did well.
We went okay in that, and then you think that leading into the Brisbane Olympics, we're going to probably put a lot of funding into that.
Absolutely.
As we should.
As
So
we did
why not?
Sydney.
So I could only possibly see us getting better.
Oh, 100%.
Can we finish top 3 in the Olympics?
No, not the Olympics.
The track and field is where we always lose. You know, obviously we go well in the swimming, and then track and field week comes around and we start to move our way down the medal tally.
Our next 12 years for track and field is going to be
This
good.
is what I mean. So we actually got a decent
Sorry,
track and
better.
field team.
better.
So can we finish top 3? That would be unbelievable with how many people we have in this nation.
Medal per capita.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
We
know.
should,
I
we
just
should, we should all
think
get a
it can-
portion of those medals.
I think it can happen.
Yeah, no,
As
it's a
citizens.
fair call, but it's funny you mentioned the track and field. It's probably the part of the Commonwealth Games probably most people have interest in because Australia, as you mentioned, aren't as dominant compared to what we are in the pool. And if you look at the gold medal tally, I think bar 3 gold medals so far, have all been in the
In
pool.
the pool. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how we go in the next week in the track and
Once the
field
track and
events.
field-
That always happens though with the Olympics and Com Games. We
Yeah, well,
always
it's-
dominate
yeah.
early
We do.
and then we just patter off.
That's what I mean. This may not be the case going forward.
Mhm.
So we'll just wait and see how that all goes. And now, Commonwealth Games, no more talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, done.
true.
no, I've enjoyed getting up in the mornings, and when I'm at the gym, it's on the TVs. It's not too bad to sort of just run your eyes past and have a watch. But anyway, we're getting stuck into AFL, boys.
Yes,
Let's go. We had Collingwood and Adelaide, or Adelaide and Collingwood on Thursday night. 11 goals, 874. Adelaide to Collingwood, 16 goals, 12, 108. It was a good game from my point of view.
I'm so glad we're getting this one out of the way early.
Yeah, very true. But you know
So
what?
glad.
He'll still somehow manage to add Collingwood to every other game after this one.
Well,
what
it was a
he
good game.
does.
Adelaide, you'd have to say, was probably dominating through that second quarter up until about the last 5 minutes.
No,
of that
28
second
points
quarter.
up at one stage.
28 points up. And Collingwood couldn't get it past halfway at that stage. So they were dominating the back line, just rebound after rebound. Adelaide need to capitalize a little bit more in that second quarter, maybe 36 points up. And then it starts becoming a little bit harder for Collingwood to come back in that situation. But then Collingwood put the Jets on with about 5 minutes to go in that second quarter, kicked a couple of goals, brought themselves back into the game. And from there, they dominated.
Yeah, 100%. Do we agree with Mick Moldhouse's sentiment? Because after the game, he was very critical of Adelaide, saying they've got too many soft players. And we've seen Adelaide crumble in big games. Look at last year's finals, where they lost both finals at home. We saw what happened in the showdown a couple of weeks ago, where they got belted surprisingly against Port Adelaide. Here's another example in a big game, big crowd. In the second half, they were nowhere.
Soft, I'm going to go with
Mentally
selfish.
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 Give me some player names. Come on.
Look, Taylor Walker's been a great player over his career.
Yep.
He's kicked over 700 goals
Yes.
now. But every time he's played against Collingwood, I've thought that he's been selfish. He tries to do too much, a little bit like Patrick Cripps. Tries to go for the miraculous goal, plays up to the crowd every single time, because when it's against Collingwood, the crowd's up and about. I don't know. For me, he kicked 3 goals. He was pretty good. He was one of the harder forwards to stop. Tilthorpe was there, but I feel at times that he could be more of a team player in that forward line. It's not just about you run forward, mark, kick, goal. You know, you've got to crash and bash some packs and give off some handballs as well. I look at someone like Rochelle. I think that he can possibly be selfish at times,
yep.
and Rankin as well.
Yep.
So I think if you can get Rochelle and Rankin in that midfield becoming a little bit more of a team player with Dawson, he's the ultimate. I mean, I'm not going to bag him, but put those 3 through the midfield and get a little bit less selfish ball from Rochelle and Rankin. I think that they can be a good team, and they are a good team. I mean, they're still top 5.
6.
Are they 6? Are they?
They're in the top 6.
Adelaide are 5th.
Oh, there you go.
They're 5th. So still going all right.
But there's also show. I tell you what, and I know you've been harping on about him in this 6-game period that Collingwood have been winning. Ed Allen's job on Jordan Dawson.
Amazing.
Dawson did nothing.
I wouldn't even say he's probably had a good 2 months. So he's had about 8 games in a row now where Ed Allen has been absolutely fantastic, and he's growing in confidence. I'm hearing that Collingwood hasn't offered him a contract yet. Surely that would be from his party's side, not Collingwood's party's side, because I would think that Collingwood would want to sign him up, knowing that the ties that he actually does have to Fremantle being a good side, it would be a fair pull back home.
And even West Coast, because he's been a Perth boy.
That's right. So with his dad being an ex-captain of
Fremantle, the inaugural captain.
Yeah, that's right. So there would be a big pullback there. Hopefully Collingwood do sign him up. He's been unbelievable. Like you know, some of the reading that you've been doing. He's a modern day midfielder. Your Patrick Cripps type. But the best thing about him is that he stops his opponent and he can go the other way now as well. So he's matured as a player. A lot of supporters were just about to fall on the side of he's never going to make it. But we're all convinced now.
Another player who stepped up in this winning streak, Darcy Cameron, back to his, well, I was going to say All-Australian form,
really
but
good.
he never made it last year, even though you were very vocal in Cameron. But his game, in fact, his last 3 weeks, back to his absolute best.
The thing about Darcy Cameron is that if you get a 50-50 contest in the ruck, that's fine, because you got Nick Dacos, Jordan De Goey, they can go to work off the other ruckman. But if you get what he can produce around the ground, that's when you know you're getting the most out of Darcy Cameron, and he's been doing that for the last couple of weeks. The ones that I want to talk about, one is McStay. How the hell did he kick some of those goals?
That first quarter goal.
I'd McStay like.
You boy, you boys.
Hey, no, I haven't been a knocker, but I haven't been a fan either.
I've been a fan for a couple of
fan?
weeks now.
Okay.
now.
Oh yeah, he's been good for a couple of weeks. I'll give you that as well.
The second goal he got he tapped out of midair.
Yeah,
And then, that was brilliant.
It was from a big man. Some of the goals that he kicked were unbelievable. And Tim Membry just keeps turning up week after week, multiple goals. Never going to kick your bag of 6 or 7, but will 6, 7. But he will always, from what I'm seeing, if he keeps getting the ball movement that Collingwood is currently doing and his fast risk-taking ball movement, he's going to benefit from that because one, he's not the worst ground level player. And he can take a decent contested mark as well.
Yep. Probably the only negative from this game. Unfortunately, Braden Maynard looks like he's out for the rest of the home and away season.
Yes.
With his knee?
It's a knee at the moment. I know he's got the shoulder problem as well. He looks pretty banged up, to be honest. He looks like a mummy out there wrapped in all the taping. So, look, put him on. To be honest, I think that Maynard, you can't cover his effort and his leadership out there, but you can probably cover his output on the field.
He hasn't had the most outstanding of seasons.
No.
He's been pretty quiet.
The thing is that what you take away is the experience, the captaincy, the hardness around the ball.
Yep.
But in terms of solid output, we can probably cover him. The one that I'm worried about is that what you mentioned walking in is Jordan
De Goey. There's talk that he's could be out with illness with only 2 days left before the game.
Yeah. So, look, if De Goey is out, I don't think I can tip the Pies. If he's in, the Pies are favourites, and I actually think that we can win really well. That's how pivotal I feel that Jordan De Goey is. It's a hard one if De Goey is out. It's a real hard one.
Yep. Well, talking about Collingwood's opponents for Thursday's Geelong and Sammy. Unfortunately, we have to bring this up. Your first loss
read out the
at the MCG.
I
was going to enjoy you reading out these scores.
Pete, read them out, Pete.
14 goals, 13, 97, Melbourne to Geelong, 18 goals, 9, 117. You actually had control of the game, I felt, through that first quarter and going into the second quarter.
101 points off turnovers. That is atrocious. That is just so, at this point of the season, that is not good.
And considering how Melbourne is so much on the front foot, as soon as you do turn over the ball, Geelong were able to get so many goals going out the back.
It's just our decision-making from start to... Okay, first quarter was pretty good. We think we won the first quarter, actually.
Yeah, you did.
But
you kicked 4 points through it.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Lost
And
yourself.
2 of those were, I think, Jacob Van Ryan, so he did have an off night.
I think so. Yeah, I think
Classic.
Right there.
I was waiting for the little clip.
So, but just the decision-making from the second quarter onwards was just so bad. It was just... I was screaming at the TV. I was going to go. I didn't make it. I was crook on Friday, unfortunately. But it was just an ugly game to watch. Cozzy Pickett was non-existent. Early on, he looked like he was going to tear it apart. It was one of our earlier goals.
Yeah, that's another tick to the Irishman Mullen. He's got to be the best tagger in the comp right
Nick's
now.
not going to play very well this week.
Hey, we're talking about God there. So,
hold on. His worst game, Dacos this year was against Mullen.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway,
we'll see.
We're not talking about Collingwood.
No, we're not.
Shit, I bought Collingwood. To the conversation.
I do. No, well, let's talk about Geelong's players. I'll bring it back. Neil and Henry, 5 goals to Neil, 4 without Cameron there, Jeremy Cameron.
And Dangerfield pretty much on one leg.
Can we see these two forming a partnership?
We didn't. Disco Turner didn't play, so we were down in height, down
That's
back.
a big blow.
Okay. Was a big blow.
Neil was taking some of those high grabs.
Exactly right. And Tom McDonald isn't exactly a young bull anymore. He's sluggy. He can't. Yeah, exactly right. He can't get off his feet. He's too slow to be playing senior footy in my eyes now. So I think that's defensively we were down definitely. So I'm not surprised that Shannon Neal had the game he had.
I hate to say this. We've got to give Geelong credit here.
Oh yeah,
because I wrote them off with Holmes and Cameron out. I thought you boys were going to win.
Yeah.
A lot of people tipped Melbourne,
but the way Geelong played, and obviously they've brought in their small forwards. They brought Close back in. Myers has recently come back and has made a big impact. You got a feeling Geelong going to play this high pressured,
close,
small forwards, Close, Manor, who know
did you call him
pretty
small?
Good year.
Small to medium.
Very Manor.
Close.
He's under 6 foot.
You reckon he's under? Anyway, so he could be.
I think Geelong are going to just form out their forward line a bit different. We mentioned Neil and Henry, but I reckon those small forwards are going to be very critical in Geelong's run.
The other tool that they've found out of nowhere is Polkinghorn.
Yes,
he plays
he's come
very
out
well.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
His 2 games have been very good.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, Geelong get their season back on track. Melbourne, bit of a hiccup. Are you worried? Because
Well-
this was a big game.
We've got Gold Coast, Fremantle.
So now Gold Coast is away.
Gold Coast is away. We've got Freo at the G.
Yep.
Then we've got who we played?
Bulldogs. I know you got
Bulldogs in 24. Oh, I can't remember who the last. Brisbane rings a bell.
Ooh.
So there's a couple games that could go bad.
Will Melbourne finish in the top 6?
At our best, yes.
Fair enough.
I think we can. I
Collingwood's
think we
nipping
can
at your heels there.
go away. I think Fremantle's doable at the MCG.
Mhm.
I think,
at the G.
At the G,
which is where
yes.
I think they go
that's
in as
where it
You
is.
should
favourites.
beat Gold Coast,
At this point, yes.
considering what their run of form. You should beat the
They're awful.
Dogs. Is that the Dogs out of the G?
No, yes, it is.
Yes,
You
it
should
is.
win
Yeah,
that.
At the G.
And then who was the other one you said? Brisbane.
I think it's bright. I think it's
That'll be
Brisbane.
away because you've already
Yeah.
beaten them over
Yeah,
here.
we've got
so-
2 home games left. So, yeah, I don't know. We're capable. We can do it, but I don't know if this weekend past is going to be a scar.
The AFL's missed a trick because normally we play Collingwood. Melbourne's normally one of the last games of the season, and they've really missed a trick there because that could be playing off for a spot.
I mean, Bulldogs and Melbourne is going to be
that could be
could be
good
looking
one
that
Similar
way.
too.
storyline. Yeah.
so.
Yeah, but 100,000 people versus 60 at most.
Next game,
What they've
move on.
missed.
This guy.
Carlton. Oh no, sorry, that's gone too far.
Focus, mate.
The game that was hidden nicely away on a Friday night.
Yeah, West
Fremantle
Army.
and West Coast. 16 goals, 16, 112 to 6 goals, 642. I mean, not too much to talk about here.
I love
Fremantle
Harley Reid.
roll on, and
I love
Yeah.
Harley Reid.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
he's a good
it's
player.
saying that his namesake Murphy Reid. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
won the
he's pretty
medal,
good.
the
Yep,
Alan
yep,
Glendenny
he's
medal.
a very, very good player.
Oh, he could be all Australian just his second year.
Well, they're
That
talking about that he may not make it, and that's
Scary.
shows how many gun players.
other
are in the
good
comp.
players there are.
Mm.
But Amidst another bag of 5. I tell you what,
Yeah.
he's got to be close to Fremantle's leading goal kick. He might have surpassed Tracy. He's just had a little bit of a drop off.
He only kicked one.
He only kicked
With
one.
Voss only kicking one as well.
But look, the longer the game went, the separation in class was obvious. And as you mentioned, 70 points is a pretty comfortable win in the end.
The AFL put it up against the Melbourne Geelong game for a reason
Oh,
on
yeah.
a Friday night.
Oh yeah.
Nicely hidden away. The West Coast,
Well, time difference as well. So
Western
you won't have to
Australian-
watch both.
the Western Australian people could watch it and be happy, and we be happy over here on the East Coast. Let's move on. Carlton took on Gold Coast, and Carlton 16 goals, 14, 110 to the Gold Coast, 15 goals, 797. They were somewhat close, Gold Coast, but just not close enough to be able to do damage and try to get over the line against Carlton.
Well, to be fair, I know Gold Coast are on a 9-game losing streak, but if you go through a lot of those games, they have been in positions to win. Like
They have,
against your
yeah.
boys, Hawthorn, North Melbourne, they were 40 points up and they stuffed it. Against the Bulldogs. So a lot of these games have lost. They've been in positions where they could have won.
Hmm.
But, with all the talk about disharmony within the squad, lack of role players, unfortunately, when push comes to shove in the real tight moments, they just seem to lose every time.
It is almost like these two teams throughout the middle part of the season, they just flip scripts, and all of a sudden, one's going bad and one's going well, and there's disharmony in the team and all of that. So, what do we make of West Coast? Because we all thought
Gold
that,
Coast.
Oh,
Gold
sorry,
Coast.
Gold Coast. We all know that improvement is not linear. And do we see this as a Mulligan season, or is there just real disharmony that's going to throw them off?
I see Gold Coast as Melbourne 2022 and 2023. So after our
Mhm.
premiership, we made the finals, went out in straight sets. Gold Coast went pretty deep, and then the following year, absolute caca.
Hmm.
So I think there's issues
There's definitely an issue.
because you look at the timeline of things; it's near identical.
Well, I was going to say, Dimmer had the same problem, same form slump with Richmond from 2015 to 2016 to the point their last game, Richmond played in 2016, they lost by 20 guys, and everyone thought, yep, he's gone. See you later.
Mm.
They kept him. And of course, what happened the next 4 years? I'm not saying the Gold Coast are going to have a similar dynasty in that 4-year period, but from all the talk, there's talk that they might want to change the coaches around Damien Hardwick. We know Ben King is probably going to go. Is Humphrey going to go? There's probably other players who are probably thinking about going because this season has not turned out the way they thought.
Because they're not winning.
Well, I was going to say you would have been very happy with the Petrarca Lombard dialogue.
It's not a good look.
It's
I know
not.
everyone
Terrible.
says, "Oh, it happens multiple times in a game." It
No,
just
it
got
doesn't.
caught on camera. It does, but not to that degree.
No.
That's a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah,
He's played 20
second-year player.
games.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be better than that.
Yeah, tend to agree
Now,
with
talk
that.
about the Rising Star Award after his performance on Saturday. Jagger Smith.
Yeah.
I think you can lock it in.
That's locked in. We also got to talk about one thing that Carlton do have to lock in, and that's their next coach. Now, Fraser has performed pretty well, Josh Fraser. I think it's a no-brainer now.
I think
You
they
have to.
I think they're going to give it to the end of the season before they make their mind up.
The best thing, like, he's won. He's had a nice long run in as well. So he's been really able to grow with the players, and to the point now where the board has probably seen enough and they would know, I think.
I think Graham Wright, though, loves an untried coach.
Or Josh Fraser.
Well, no, but we've seen him coach. I reckon Corey Enright's still number one.
The thing is, what if Corey Enright and he doesn't go well? Like the voices and that for Josh Fraser are going to come. And would Corey Enright want Josh Fraser on his assistant panel now? Because the pressure would be right there.
True, but the other side, if they keep Josh Fraser and he fails, like David
Yeah.
Teague, like Brendan Bolton, Carlton fans are like, well, you haven't learned from your previous mistakes.
So what he's saying is he's done too good a job.
So
Let's-
you've got to give it to him.
Well, okay, I'll put this out. If Carlton make the top 10, give him the job.
Yeah.
I can't see you can't.
you just gotta give it
Can
to
we
him
just
now.
can we just talk though? Is a 13-point win over Gold Coast
Good
a good win?
Well, but hold on.
A win's a win.
Gold Coast, as I said, against Collingwood, Bulldogs, they've only lost by what? 10 points, 2 goals. So I think it's a good win.
You give it to him?
I'll give it to him. It's a
Okay.
tick.
I'm giving him the job. I am.
There it is.
Winning form's good form, and he looks like he's got a solid game plan. They play.
Does he want it?
The language changed.
It's sounding more and more convincing that he does with each week.
He's got belief in himself as well now. Let's go to the next game. Hawthorn took on Essendon, another one we can probably move over pretty quickly. Hawthorn, 19 goals, 18, 132 to Essendon, 5 goals, 9, 39. We talk about
They're so
Carlton,
bad.
and their list is
Oh my
pathetic.
Come on. Let's do
The list is
It is
awful.
pathetic, but let's talk about
The
Hawthorn.
only
Awful.
positive in this game is that Essendon kicked 39 points. For Essendon.
Oh, you're talking about Essendon.
Yeah,
positives.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, but I'm talking about Jack Gunston.
Oh yeah.
A bag of 7. I'll tell you what, if he didn't miss all those games, he would be clearly in front of the Coleman medal.
You can't say bag of 7 because we learnt what a bag of goals is.
Well, it's a bag. It's 5 plus.
5
So he kicked
goals,
a bag, kicked 7.
Bag plus 2.
Well,
Yes.
bag's 5, isn't it?
Bags
Yeah,
plus.
5,
yeah.
5 plus. Yeah. So 7. That's a bloody good effort. I know it was against one of the weaker oppositions in the competition, but
The weakest.
the weakest. And, Wizard Watson, what did he end up kicking?
3.
So 10 goals between him. You got it.
Chol kick too, Hookie. Chol kick too.
That's great. Well, with Mitch,
Nat Caddy got 3. It's a bonus.
with Mitch Lewis getting knocked out in the first couple of minutes,
Which part?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Mitch Lewis.
re-signing for.
That's fine. Because look, I think it would be a great fit for
You brought up
Collingwood as
Collingwood
well.
again.
Yeah, I know. What am I doing?
What
are you doing?
I think he would have been a great fit for Collingwood and that. I think that there are other key forwards out there that you can get the same output from. I don't think he's an out-and-out superstar. Ben King is your out-and-out superstar.
Well,
He's-
is he? Ben King, an out-and-out superstar. Ben
Well,
King.
he's the only player to kick a goal in every game this year so far.
So if you can get one,
I
game,
think
Mr.
he's-
Mr. Consistent.
I think I have Ben King higher than Lewis.
I agree with that. Yes.
So he's just number one that you would be targeting.
superstar. You can't be using
Well,
that
who
term.
is your big key forward superstar then?
Oh, Charlie Curnow. He's got more runs
Is
in the
he-
bank than
Well,
King.
He's a flat track bully, as we talk
Yeah,
about here.
true, but he's 2 common medals.
I know. There's not that many
No.
amazingly
Dan
good forwards.
McStay.
I mean, Josh Tracy, maybe.
Yeah.
It's probably,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, I think there's other targets, but it sounds like Collingwood's not going to get one. We'll go forward into the next season without a key forward again. Although we do have key forwards, McStay and Membry doing pretty well for themselves. Josh Caddy, though, you'd be thinking, what did I sign for?
Nate Caddy.
Nate Caddy, sorry, what did I say?
Josh.
He
the
played
old-
for us.
Yeah, you'd be thinking, what did I sign myself into? here?
He knew. I'm sorry. They have,
Well, yeah,
they've
you
been the
would.
same the whole season.
Hmm.
He knew exactly
knew
what
what
he
it
was
And they
was.
were
I
throwing
guess.
cash. How about Jarman Impey? Tell you what, he's going to be.
He's going well.
He's a very underrated player.
Smoky.
37
For an All-Australian
disposals.
squad.
All Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
37.
We've spent too much time on this game. Hawthorn absolutely smashed them. Hawthorn a genuine premiership threat.
I still have them.
I say no.
I say
have
top
them-
6.
Oh, they're better.
Oh, they're top 6.
I
that's for
think they're
sure.
the with Par and Sydney. You got Brisbane, Freo 1 and 2.
Yep.
Bit of a gap. Hawthorn,
Sydney?
Sydney are the next two best.
Yeah.
I go Sydney then Hawthorn.
Yeah, me too.
No, I can see Hawthorn beating Sydney. I
Um,
don't trust Sydney yet against a
well,
real top team.
We'll sneak Collingwood
No,
in there as well
no.
in the next level down.
Already
Well,
have.
who is?
Well, Collingwood's probably with Melbourne, Adelaide.
I like, and no offense here, Sammy. If Collingwood played Melbourne at the MCG in the final, I would be pretty confident.
So would I.
Ooh.
No, for Collingwood.
Oh, would you?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, there you
100%.
go. Just
Or,
experience and-
Sunday 3:15. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that is your time slot. But anyway, let's move forward. GWS took on Sydney. GWS 13 goals, 10, 88 to Sydney, 21, 12, 139. Some big scores in this round.
Yeah, well, look, Sydney had the luxury of resting all their big guns in the last quarter. Kerno, Grundy, Heaney, Gordon, tell you, his game. 41 disposals. That's probably his best game since he's come back from injury.
You look at the scoreline, it was 17 goals to 8 at three-quarter
Yeah,
time.
so the Giants got
Yeah.
got some stat padding in the last quarter to make the scoreline a little bit more respectable. But Sydney were pretty dominant. But like I said, I still don't trust them. I think the Giants are cooked. That's well and
Oh, yeah.
truly season
Yeah.
done. They've lost Callahan, who's out for the rest of the year now with a ankle injury.
So we're seeing the hill for GWS at the moment. Do you
Mhm.
think?
If they lose
I think
Toby,
there's a few there that can bring them back up pretty quickly.
True.
too, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
do
I think
that.
Toby Green's such a spiritual leader. If he does go at the end of the year,
They're
I
done.
reckon the Giants could be struggling for the next couple of years.
But I wouldn't say they're an Essendon. I wouldn't say that.
No,
they
they're
would
not-
be,
they're not that-
because when you go through a couple of those,
They're
other
in North
players
Melbourne,
coming,
St Kilda.
coming through. You've got
They'll get back Tom Green, who's been out all year as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Cadman's in there.
Callahan.
Callahan. He's a pretty good midfielder. So
Ash.
I'm not too worried about them. They may drop for a little bit, but they'll pick themselves up pretty quickly. One I want to throw in there: Warner, Smokey for the Brownlow.
Oh, 100% he is.
He'll be a vote
He'd be
getter.
my top. He's in my top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm saying top 5.
But the only problem
I'm
is
not going as risky. He had a quiet start.
Heaney and Heaney will be taking votes off each other.
Would he?
I don't
he
think
hasn't
he-
been that amazing.
He hasn't been playing the
Last
same way
6
he has the
weeks.
last 2 years.
6 weeks, Heaney hasn't been great. At the start of the year, we were talking Heaney in the same conversation with
True.
Bont.
How long do you reckon
Dacos.
that lasted for, though? I reckon maybe.
2
I'd say,
months.
I'd say for like 4 weeks.
I would have said a month.
No,
Yeah, I
longer
would have
than
only
that.
said maybe 4 or 5 games.
But the Bont, yeah, I'm telling you, that's a it polls votes, mate. You can see
The way
Akamanus
that
Cooney.
Warner plays would
Oh,
attract.
he's
my
flashy.
eyes.
He's flashy.
absolutely. But
So you're not throwing. What are you throwing then? Top 10 only, or
top
are you
8?
5 or 3? Like
I'd go. I'm going 3.
I'm going 5.
8.
Okay,
There you go.
we'll see. Well, when we have our betting sheet on
Yeah.
Brownlow, I love that
That's
night.
good.
It
That's
is fun. It is good fun. For the viewers out there, we put together a bit of a voting sheet and
chucking $5 each.
$5 and it's very good fun on Brownlow Medal Night. We move over to the Western Bulldogs taking on Richmond. Western Bulldogs 15 goals, 15, 105 to Richmond 7 goals, 648. Now, Hookie, you're in at a quarter time, and I was sitting with you at this game. The frustration, I think, is real, to be honest. Not like I always was giving you a bit of a pass.
Or
with
a chop out with all
a
the
chop
injuries
out with
we've
all
got.
the
Yep.
injuries, young players, all that sort of stuff. But the way that you were moving the ball, that's system. That's not player.
Driven.
Yeah,
100%.
that's not having skillful players.
That's very
it was
well
just
said.
System.
What I saw from it on the couch, more so the second quarter, I think it may have been.
Yep.
There was a lot of too much thinking and too much stopping in play.
Although they would get to halfway in the field, and
Yeah,
there'd be
yeah.
no one in front. It was a bit
I
like
s-
watching Buckley and Collingwood's team in 2018.
I swear to God, it would have been the third or the fourth quarter, Sam Laylow kicked it about 25 meters backwards.
Yep.
And I don't even think they switched it.
And he's a player who's capable of so much better. than
100%.
that.
So I'm seeing it.
So tell us, Hookie, where
What
the
went wrong?
problem's at.
What went wrong?
We could be for half an hour and say what went wrong. Oh, look,
Tom Lynch played well.
he did play
Kick straight.
kick straight. They've just lost confidence. They don't want to take
Yeah.
risks. They just want to kick down the line, hope
Yeah.
for a contest.
Yeah.
But the other problem is Richmond's small forwards just don't create enough pressure when the ball does hit the ground. So there's just so many holes in the way Richmond are playing. And I think that's why, people are getting frustrated. Uze's only got 9 wins in 3 years. And I know we talked about progress is not linear. It's been 2 wins, 5 wins, back to 2. But even with all the injuries, you still want to see effort. You still want to see a noticeable game plan. I don't see it.
Well, it's a noticeable game plan, but it's not working.
Well, it's boring.
Yeah, and it's boring.
If you're only scoring 48 points a game, it's crap.
And the thing is, if you're going to do that, if you're going to move the ball that slowly, you got to be able to defend well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got to be your one wood. And I don't really see how you would form that game plan around your backline.
No. Saturday night was a bit hard. No Miller, no Bolter. So they're the 2 key defenders so it's a very inexperienced backline.
But even like with Bolter in, would you form your team around him? Like that's what you're essentially doing. You're forming your team around. We talk about forming a team around a centre half forward. Wayne Carey and whatever. This sort of game plan, you're forming your team around a centre half back.
True. It has to be Noah Bolter because who else is
Well, I'm just
there?
saying I don't think that he's good enough to do that. But there's not much else there.
There isn't much there. Look, it's a struggle. Look, the Dogs, they did what they had to. I'm still not convinced about the Bulldogs. It's good to see Ed Richards play a ripping game. He was probably their best player on the day. Bont's probably going to get Brownlow votes.
That's the thing. We still don't know anything about the Bulldogs after this game.
No. Well, they got Fremantle. They got Fremantle on Friday. That will be a perfect indication of where exactly they're at.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. All right, we move on. Brisbane and Port Adelaide. It's starting to get to that time of the year where the bottom teams are starting to get thumped a little bit. Aren't they?
Well, this is probably Port's worst result.
Yeah, true. They've been competitive for most of the year. Brisbane 19 goals, 12, 126 to Port Adelaide 9 goals, 13, 67.
What do we think of the Gallup Georgiadis incident where Gallup's pretty much body
It's an
slammed?
awful.
I got the.
I didn't
they've
see it
just
too.
announced
They've
it.
announced it
Where are
3
we at?
weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
I think it should deserve more.
But now I understand that point of view, but considering Georgiadis, there was no concussion. He
There's no
kept playing. And we've seen other incidents where players have been concussed, like the Jack Crisp tackle, and he got nothing. This is where
It's an awful look.
it's a shocking look.
Dude, the thing is the concussion is the big point, like the sticking point in all of this. So that's where they've landed with the 3 weeks. It's an awful look. If he was concussed and he did that,
Oh, could have been 6.
where are we at? Like,
6.
what are we? 8?
I was thinking 8.
8
It's
weeks.
an awful. I think. Well, Barry Hall
He got 8 weeks.
for the stake
Oh,
up.
but that's not the same as what Barry Hoare did.
It's
No, but
it's purposeful.
But the MRO are really they're a lot harsher now.
it's
Let's put it
purposeful.
that way.
It's to the head. It's not a good look for the game.
No, it's not a good look. No.
So I reckon they would have come down harsh on it.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
look, he's got 3, so he'll miss pretty much the rest of the home and away season. He'll come back in for finals. Brisbane are just pairing along nicely. Their forward line, we keep saying every week, there's so many multi-goal kickers.
Zach Bailey kicking 3. Is he moving from Brisbane, do you think? Fagan got asked.
Why would you?
Well-
Brisbane's a fun team to play for.
Yeah, absolutely. Fagan got asked a question during the week and he goes, well, he's not acting like he is.
Well,
So
That's such
to me, that says he's
I love
staying.
it's a good answer.
Yeah.
Straight bat, very straight bat. I heard on another media platform, Will Ashcroft. This guy's a 2-time North Fifth medalist, but he never gets to seem to be talked about in the
Until grand final day.
until grand final. But
yeah.
his form this year's been what his stats were on Sunday. But
2, 1, and 30.
2 goals, 30 touches.
Yeah.
Do we need to start
You
talking
love
him?
him.
I don't. love
How can you
Yeah,
not?
you always love him. You
Will
talk about
Ashcroft.
him all the time. He's your love child.
What are you talking about? Last week you're saying Hayden Young. Now you're saying Will Ashcroft.
Andrew Ashcroft.
Double A's. Yeah, that's all right. No, but no, I don't want Will Ashcroft to do well because if he wins a 3rd North Myth, and which is a possibility,
Yeah.
it's Dusty.
Yes.
Dusty should be on his own. I don't want pretenders like Will Ashcroft next to his name.
I
But
tend to agree there that he's not at Dusty level.
no, he's not. But I'm just saying, should he be considered in the top 10 midfielders in the comp?
There's so many good midfielders at the
I
moment.
think he should be, but he's not.
Well, is it because he plays with other gun midfielders like your Neils, McCluggage?
I don't think he's
Etc.
consistent enough.
I don't know. It's a good question. How many more do you have in front of you? Bontim, Dacos, Butters, Heaney,
Would you-
Warner
Yeah, this year, yes.
this year.
Par. Newcomb, maybe.
On grand final day, who do you want in your team?
Oh, well.
We've seen it. I guess we've seen
Sorry,
it
well,
before.
what can Will Ashcroft 2 more.
Yeah, but
2 normies.
Warner can break a game open.
Well, he was Sydney's best player when they got thumped against
Mm.
Geelong all those
He
years
was.
ago.
Most useless stat ever.
Yeah, yeah, true. That's very true.
I don't know. It's a tough one.
But yeah, that's the first time Port's defense has really got breached because they've been one of the best defenses in the comp. But yeah, that last quarter in the heat, they completely melted.
North Melbourne and St Kilda, 8 goals, 14-62 to St Kilda, 13 goals, 15-93.
Who did you tip, Pete?
I tipped North.
You got to give up on them. I'm sorry, Pete.
No,
We're not going to give up on them.
What?
I tip North as well.
Oh,
I'm giving up on them. When's the heat going to come on Alistair Clarkson?
Well, that's
What do you mean? You're the one.
You're the one who's
advocating
been
for the
saying.
Hope return.
I haven't said anything about Alistair Clarkson. I've been saying that they've got good players, and I really think they do. This is
and their progress this year. But
and this is a team that, on paper, I think that they can beat.
That is a winnable game.
I agree.
If they were a good team. They are not a good team.
Yeah.
Team.
Look, they need a back line, and we've been saying that all season. But
Well,
other than that,
I mean, Zerhard down back's been pretty good.
yeah, but he's not
Yeah,
a
but
key
he's not a-
defender.
he's-
Cob-
they
Cob-
need a-
Cobden's going to be, I think, a gun defender, but they need more than that.
you go through that midfield. It's not the worst.
It's good
on
midfield.
paper.
You
Yeah.
go through
Even
that forward line.
half back's good.
I would take that forward line over Collingwood's.
Well, in form, Larky's
Yeah,
dropped off
It's dropped
badly.
off, but
But
you
Curtis
take it.
Trembar for players who
I love
got a lot of
Trembar.
talent.
He's a gun.
But I guess the 2 talking points on this. Oh, sorry, Sam. You got a
There's
point?
only one reason why St Kilda won this
Oh,
game.
no.
We know why.
Naz.
Yes.
And surely he gets 3 votes, unlike last year when he played a similar game against your boys. where he missed out on the 3 votes.
So good. That you know what? That whole game that went to shit. That Brownlow night was it was worth it.
You made up, you made up for
It's
it.
made
but
up for.
46 touches, 4 goals, all in the second half when St Kilda needed him most. Unbelievable.
Getting 40 plus and 4 plus goals in the game, he joins the ranks of Wayne Campbell, Mark
Wayne
Rashugo,
Campbell.
Joe Massidi, Gary Ablett Jr. on 2 occasions.
So there's only 5 players who've done it.
Yep.
40 and 4.
That is unbelievable.
He's very good.
And funnily enough, one of those games that Gary Ablett got that was against North
You know, like the good thing that I like seeing from this,
and Joe Massidi.
the good thing that I like seeing from this is that you see a lot of players, they get the big paycheck and they go missing a little bit through the season. I don't think we can say that
Sandy
from Naz.
Coney.
Like, he maybe had a slowish sort of start.
Well, he missed. In fact, if he didn't have that 5 weeks
Mm.
off with the hammy, we could be talking about Naz is a Brownlow contender.
Not now, but
No, not now, but
like to get these performances, that's worth the money.
oh,
yeah.
100%.
100%.
Like to be the difference in a game.
What- this has been the other big talking point. Of course, first game 2 years, 32 minutes of game time, hamstring gone. They've already ruled him off the rest of the
Hamstring
season.
tightness.
Well, he went for scans and it's a strain, so he did it. We saw Ross Lyon.
Tightness strain.
Ross Lyon.
Call it a day
What?
I don't know.
for the season.
career
For the,
wise. Season
for the
wise.
season.
Should he? But does he need to go and move from St Kilda and just get a completely fresh start?
Well,
If his body's given up, no.
Is anyone going to touch him? I don't think anyone
No.
touches him.
Well, they'll probably look at what his brother's doing, and they might think, okay, if we get the people around him,
Okay, if they were, are they twins?
it wins.
Twins,
okay.
yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, but look at Ben and Harry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, look,
Well, was St Kilda right in playing him? Did they make the right call?
I would have-
given him any VFL football.
from everything that I've heard from Ross Lyon's mouth, I listened into 60 last night. I know. His press conference. Did you hear his press conference, by the way?
Oh, it's great.
No.
It was entertaining.
It's Ross Lyon.
I still don't. Well, I hate him, to be honest. Like in his press conferences, he down talks to journalists.
Yeah.
And the journalist stood up for himself. That's what I loved about it. Anyway, you hear everything that he ticked so many boxes that he could play. You can only trust what you hear
And the sports science
in the
department.
sports science. So, yeah, but that's all you can do is play him if he's ticked every box.
How
I
long
don't
do you
know.
say it's been since his last game?
Over 2 years.
You play him in the VFL first.
Well,
Ease him back
he
into
did-
senior
let's
footy.
not
He
forget,
played a
he
few.
played the one
games,
game
but not a full
against
one.
Carlton. He did his hammy in his first VFL game back. So they're probably like, well, if he did his hammy in return to the VFL, we might as well.
Let's
put
just
him in
blow it.
the
In,
AFL.
let's just
Is
blow it in the
this-
AFL.
Is this St Kilda actually possibly cutting ties? Like this? Well,
How?
you think about it, right? Play him in that game, does his hamstring. Play him in an AFL game, does his hamstring. the fans aren't going to second guess if they do just cut ties. They're probably getting just as frustrated. So sometimes it's all about what you put out there as your story, your narrative of how to offload a player.
So you're saying people won't be as frustrated if they do cut Ben King, considering what's just happened.
I think St Kilda fans will be okay with it.
Whereas
agree.
that's what I mean. But if he didn't play and then they cut ties at the end of the year, everyone will be like, and then goes to another team and kills it. Everyone will be like, "What did we do? Why'd we?" I don't know.
Cool.
Surely not.
Sometimes you got to read.
Is there not
into
some
things a
sort
of
of knowing he's probably coming back too soon?
Yes, but if the player wants to play, he wants to play.
But at the end of the day, if the physio's saying, I don't know,
A duty of care.
he should be okay. He should be okay.
Like, duty of care is a big term because you think of that when you talk about concussion. A hamstring, I feel, has a different whole connotation around it, if that makes sense.
Okay. Before we talk about next week's games, of course, today or last night, the State of Origin.
Jeff, we're finally talking about it.
Yeah.
He messaged us a few times last night.
So it's going to be WA versus South Australia next year.
I'm actually looking forward to that as it being a neutral state.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be good.
And that's at Adelaide Oval, so it'd be South Australia hosting.
And a bit more of an even playing ground. Let's be honest.
You probably think Craig McRae's going to be the coach.
I heard
South
that.
Australian.
He's the number one pick, I think, at the moment.
And then, of course, South Australia then will play Victoria in 2028 at Adelaide Oval, and then we'll go back to what we had this year with WA and the VIX.
The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that we should be doing a 3-year cycle where we have a bit of a grand final of the State of Origin.
But the teams can change so much in that.
But that's fine.
Nah.
You keep your superstars. Like Nick Dacos is going to play for Victoria for 3 games in a row, you would think, unless injured. Yeah, so the superstars keep their spots generally in these teams.
Jeff brought up an interesting point. Considering the VIX don't have, we're not going to be playing next year. Why can't the VIX do city versus country?
That'd be cool.
You think city will kill it?
You reckon? I think country might give it a red hot crack.
Back in the day, maybe 15, 20 years ago, I reckon country would have done well because they would have had Hodge, Ablett.
Oh, you got Paddy Cripps.
Is he? No, but he's WA. He's Western Australian. He's not playing for VIX.
Ollie Wines, he'd be playing for country.
He'd be playing for country. But
I'd have to have a look at it.
There's not many country boys.
I don't know.
Gun country boys.
Don't know.
A lot of them are the city slickers like the Bont, Dacos.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I'd have to have a look.
His back as Marsh considered country with Zach Butters.
Yeah, that is. That's country.
That's really pushing it.
That's country. All right, let's get to the games for this week. This weekend coming. We've got Thursday night, Collingwood taking on Geelong. Just before you get your tips, this Collingwood $2.19 to Geelong $1.80, $1.68.
I think that's based off injuries. Has to be.
That Cats have got just as many.
Yeah, that's very long odds.
Dangerfield, is he
long odds.
looking likely to play or not?
Well, looking at how he moves, I don't think he's playing.
No, I don't think he's playing either.
Oh, that's a tough game. If
I'll tip Collingwood head and heart.
If the goalie and we know Maynard's out, but if the goalie's also out, that nearly swings the legends.
Yeah,
but it's still more even than that suggests.
I agree with that. It's not Collingwood should be a lot less than $2.19.
I mean, Geelong's 9th on the ladder for a reason.
True, but they did,
and Collingwood's 8th on the ladder.
They
for
did
a reason.
belt you.
The only game where they have belted us, I agree with that, or that we have been belted in.
True.
Tip
Geelong.
All right, we go to Friday night. Freeman. Was that more who you want to win?
Well, you know what? This game will, regardless of who wins, it's going to affect us.
Yeah.
So
let's go. Yeah, that's true. Fremantle and the Bulldogs at Optus Stadium Friday night. Fremantle roll on, you would think, and we still don't know much about the Bulldogs. Saturday, St Kilda take on Sydney.
Ooh.
Marvel Stadium.
I think
Sydney.
Naz 50 touches.
Hold on. Let's not forget
7 goals.
Let's not forget Saints were 5 goals up against Sydney when they played the SCG and stuffed up the last quarter. I think Saints are. Look, I still don't trust Sydney. I can see St Kilda winning this game. Whether or not I tip them, that's another story. But I would not be surprised if the Saints pull an upset here.
Sydney.
You got to get tipped Sydney, though.
I'm tipping Sydney, but not by a lot.
Okay. Hawthorn and North Melbourne.
Oh, man. In Tassie.
Hawthorn,
although
in Tassie.
they both play Tassie.
Yeah, North goes all right there.
Hawthorn.
You got to go Hawthorn, the form that they're in. I think they've got some real easy run in Hawthorn.
They
do.
That is, yeah.
Well, they do play Brisbane. They play Brisbane and Collingwood in the final 3 weeks.
Which Collingwood in form is more than what I because I did the ladder, the predictor a few weeks ago, and I had Hawthorn finishing second.
Above
And,
Brisbane.
and that I hate Hawthorn. I don't want to tip Hawthorn, but I had them finishing second. So
You won't see.
yeah. We move on to Port Adelaide and GWS.
That's an
Who
ugly
cares?
game.
That's
That's
the
a
first.
useless game.
probably the-
Adelaide Oval.
That's probably the first game in a long
Port.
time that has absolutely no relevance in terms of the wildcard spots.
Well, can GWS?
Oh, they can still make it, but let's forget about Giants.
They're not
They're
capable.
good.
They are 12th on the ladder, one win behind.
Yeah,
Carlton
so
and
they can
St
still
Kilda,
make it, but
so
they're
they still
not.
can.
I'm
Port,
going
I'm doing
Port.
Port.
I know with the season on the line, you might get a
No.
response
Maybe, but
against a team that's not that great.
I think Adam Kingsley's nearly lost faith in them.
I think I'm going to go GWS just
Alright.
because I think that
UNU
there's
at
more to
4.
play for.
Yeah, look,
Fair.
it makes sense, but no.
Carlton take on Brisbane, Marvel
At
Stadium.
Marvel. Brisbane, surely.
Surely.
Brisbane in some good form. Richmond and
Oh, our grand
West
final.
Coast.
Here we go.
If you want a game,
Get the
that
ticker tape
means
parade happening.
absolute shit all about the season. This is it.
Richmond. I tell you what, now if we talk
I
about
really don't know.
if we lose this, if you think the Adam Uze criticism is big now, if we lose this, it will be on everyone's lips on Monday morning.
Well, you're not favourites. You're $2.
Are we not favourites?
$1.85 West Coast.
We beat them over there.
because no one's tipping any of those teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. No, I'm back in Richmond.
I'd like to. I'm not confident.
After
though. I'm
what
really
I saw
not.
and what I've seen of West Coast at times throughout the season, I think
They've had-
West Coast have more.
They've had better paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Their footy's sexier than Richmond's footy.
Oh, I agree with
with
that.
that.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I think
Maybe I'll
Richmond-
tip West Coast.
I'm going West
You
Coast.
do that, boys. You do that.
Suns and Melbourne.
Oh,
The Petrarca Cup.
Petrarca Cup.
The Petrarca
they've
Cup.
lost 9 in a row, Gold Coast. Surely they're going to win one
I don't know.
before the end of the season.
I'm still a Melbourne skeptic at the end of the day. I
Really?
really am.
You have that yucky feeling about
Every
this game.
single game I watch or attend,
I feel like you've been overachieving for most of the year.
shut up. No, not that at all.
I sort of feel it.
No, I shut up. You're just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm tipping Melbourne, but I really don't know. This could go pear shaped.
I reckon ever since their 4th loss in a row, Gold need to refuse to tip them. Melbourne.
I'll go Melbourne. I don't think the Suns have much to play for now. Essendon and Adelaide, the
Adelaide.
game that is nicely tucked away, no one can see.
I hope
4:40
Adelaide,
on a
under the
Sunday.
roof, they come out firing after the sticky performance on Thursday night. I hope Adelaide absolutely pound them.
Yep, Adelaide.
Absolutely pound them. You hope for that, do you?
I want Filthy to kick 10. Show us why he was done last. He's been shit this year. Well, he has been shit this year, Filthy.
Kicked 3 last week.
You just apologise for saying shit followed by shit. Anyway,
Yes,
sorry.
yeah. Adelaide by a lot.
NRL, let's go to that, boys. And we had the Eels and the Panthers do battle on Thursday night. The Panthers 24-18.
I
over
do what they
the
have to,
Eels.
but Parramatta have been pretty tough opposition of late.
Roosters did the job over the Knights by 1 point.
Wow, Daly
you
Cherry-
didn't tip that, didn't you?
No, that's the one I got wrong. Daly Cherry having
Yeah.
scoring a field goal to separate the two teams. Newcastle got so many injuries, so for them to get so close against the top side was a very good effort.
Now we get to the game that really hurt. The Rabbitohs
Mm.
and the Melbourne Storm. It's pretty much Melbourne Storm season now. The Rabbitohs beat the Melbourne Storm 28-26. In fact, to put a positive spin on this game, it was a ripping game
It
to
was a
watch.
very
It
entertaining
was
game.
so entertaining. I know you were at the Heidelberg United game at the time.
So I didn't watch the full 80, but you were keeping me up to date.
I was. And look, Melbourne Storm at the moment probably relying a little bit on too few because
Of
there's
the
no
injuries.
Walbrick,
No Munster.
no Munster. We also forget there's no Andrew
Xavier Coates.
Xavier Coates. I was going
And
to
then
say
Harry
Andrew
Grant
Coates.
did his hammy midway through the game.
Yeah, so they're relying on too few, but it meant that it made this game quite competitive. It came down right to the last couple of minutes. Fa'alongo sticks out his foot. He gets a bad bouncing ball, and then he puts it over the sidelines for it to be ended up being a 40-20? I think it does if it comes off his foot. So it ended up being a 40-20. Rabbitohs go ahead and score, put themselves in front. Melbourne Storm won't be able to come back. Although you didn't write them off in that last little bit of play because the way the game had been going, whichever team had the ascendancy was scoring a try. So, yeah, I
Season's
think
done,
the season's done.
Yep.
$10 tickets this coming Friday.
Against
I
the
wonder
Bulldogs.
Yeah, well.
Is there a game?
$10.
What's the Friday night game? Oh, it's in Perth. So they should get a good crowd, even though Storm are pretty much ruled
Is it
out
in
contention. Well, the Fremantle game.
Oh, right.
There's no game in Melbourne that's
Yeah.
competing against it.
8 o'clock Friday against the Bulldogs.
There we go. Get down there.
So $10 tickets. We move on to the Raiders and the West Tigers. Raiders smashed the Tigers. Benji Marshall.
He could
mate.
be getting the arse, Benji Marshall. Because did you hear the whole fiasco about one of their star players, Duai? He refused to play because they didn't name him at halfback. They said, we want you to play at fullback. We want to try. And
I didn't hear about this.
he said, I'm not playing at all. Gee, that sucks.
Mm.
Imagine if you're a coach in your soccer academy and someone says, you tell them you're playing on the wing, you're not playing up front, and they say, bugger you, I'm not playing. What would you do?
So the team would be better off without your
Would-
attitude.
Well, would that player be allowed to come back in? Because Duai's been named this week after his
would have to
refusal.
prove. But we're talking about professionals versus non-professionals.
I'm just putting it out there as a coach. I'm just putting you in a.
I'll take the
hypothetical.
hard line.
You'll take the hard line.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, if Canberra make it, I reckon teams in the 8 would not want to play Canberra if they can somehow sneak them way into the top 8.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got one turn up for the week. The Bulldogs beating the Warriors 18-6.
Yeah, only one
What
try.
happened
The
there?
Warriors, the Bulldogs, they're finding a bit of form as well.
Cowboys and Broncos. Cowboys got the job in sort of what is the derby up there.
Broncos are well and truly cooked. There's a slight return to form in their win against Penrith the week before, but after losing that, you can officially put a fork in the Broncos. They are not defending their premiership.
And the Titans over the last couple of weeks been very
They've been
competitive.
very good.
38-18 over the Dragons, but still, it's a win's a win.
They've got a young team. The only problem with the Gold Coast, there's a good future about them, but we know of all Gold Coast franchises
what
in any
happens, yeah.
sport, we just hope this is not a false dawn.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Sea Eagles and the Sharks rolling on. The Sharks 48-12.
The Eagles are really stinking up. They were top 4 only a month ago, and they've got a very hard draw as well. Manly could drop out of the 8, which would be surprising considering how well they've gone since, of course, the change of coach early at the start of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, fellas, let's move on to Formula One.
Oh,
This was a
man.
frustrating race, wasn't it?
I don't know why I
Frustrating,
say that.
frustrating weekend.
Yeah, it's sort of been that way, hasn't it, for
What
a
a
lot of
waste.
sports?
What could have been?
Look, we had what was it? It was the Hungarian
Hungarian.
Grand Prix.
Mhm.
I did watch it, but Lando Norris, he did take out the qualifying. We had.
Why are you complaining about being upset from the weekend? You should be.
I'm an Oscar Piastri #1.
Mate,
Lando
you changed our
Norris
group
too.
chat photo to Lando Norris.
Yeah, just to roll you boys up.
Oh,
It didn't
no.
work.
Yeah, okay,
no,
mate.
there's more
okay.
to it.
Yeah.
No, don't
No,
say
I
it
was-
rolls up like that.
Lando!
Yeah, I was no. Yes, I am a fan.
The
but-
fan.
No, well, I was actually happy with the fact that I'm going to the Singapore Grand Prix and McLaren's now a chance to win it. So, and Piastri eventually will get the upgrades. At the time I changed the photo, Piastri will eventually get the upgrades that Lando has, and that would put him back into contention. I didn't know that Oscar Piastri would drive so well on the Sunday after what happened to him in qualifying.
Oh, yeah. Well, how unfortunate was that? Bloody Lewis Hamilton in his flying lap decided to cut him off and cost Piastri a chance to be in the. Well, what did he end up? He ended up still third.
He was third. I think after that incident, he was 6th.
Yeah, because Hamilton had to drop
Yeah.
down a few places.
He
So
dropped
did
a few
Antonelli
places,
as well.
yeah. For me, in Hamilton's defense, he sort of did say straight away, he goes, was Oscar Piastri on a flying lap
he
there?
did.
It was like almost instant. And so for me, like
You give him
just
the
in his
benefit of the
defense-
doubt.
benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
there. He had a pretty bad weekend though, Oscar Piastri, because the same sort of thing happened with Sainz.
His start
In
was
the race.
unbelievable.
It
His
was a good
first
start.
5 laps were very, very good.
And this is against the Ferraris, who have been known to have good starts this season.
I think Ferrari's pit strategies are starting to come to fruition. Their pitting strategies the last probably 3-4 rounds have been very, very good.
We talk about pit strategies though. Oscar Piastri's team. What's going on there? They released him into traffic.
Yeah.
That cost him the race. Well, I get the gearbox.
Well,
you don't know.
Well, and
Well,
the
no,
whole Sainz incident
no,
as well.
because it was.
but he got released into the traffic, and
Yeah.
that's what brought about
No.
the Sainz incident.
Yes.
Piastri was supposed to come in, but Bottas's car failed in pit lane, so they've kept him out.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No, it's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yep.
Because Bottas's car, his brakes caught fire yet again.
Mhm.
He came into pits and he was going at a snail pace, and they had to do a yellow flag through pit lane. He was supposed to come in, then they bailed last second. He came in the next lap. That's when he came in behind Lando.
Mm. So it was a bad weekend.
It was a bad weekend.
Yeah, and then the gearbox failure, which prevented from being
Yeah.
a podium finish.
And like after everything that happened last season, did you see the footage of Oscar Piastri coming into the team, the photo with Lando first, and everyone clapping him, and it's just like we're going through this again, where
Well, no, this is worse
it is a little worse
because there's no fall from grace. It's just it's worse.
and it's like Lando didn't deserve that win. Oscar Piastri was the better racer on the day. It was just a couple of things that went wrong, and
At the same
Lando
time,
was just there to mop up.
If your car fails, your car fails. That's not you're not at fault there.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a gearbox issue.
We know that.
So, yeah, I think it's he needs to go he needs to move on. He needs to move on.
I think it's looking that way.
It's looking more and more likely.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? And just his body language.
He looks defeated.
Oh, well,
he does.
He's swearing in the car now.
Yeah,
I didn't think I
I
didn't even know he knew what that word was.
it was the most Australian thing you would have heard on the radio.
Exactly right.
Verstappen in second, Antonelli in third. Still gets some points towards his championship.
Kimmy's winning this
Kimmy.
thing. George Russell's done.
No, George Russell had a stinker.
His start was horrible. Absolutely. He dropped down to like 16th or something.
last. He was dead set last. His car enough
Yeah.
to get off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we see a challenge after because we go into the summer break.
Yes,
Mhm.
the European summer break.
Yep.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah. True.
it's bloody cold in Melbourne right now.
Yep. Yep. Can we see anyone challenging from this point on?
Well, look, we saw what happened last year.
That's right.
So I'm not going to rule out anything.
we can't
Yeah.
rule out McLaren now.
No,
That's the thing. We can't.
Where are they sitting?
Let me get up championship points.
I don't think. I think it's too late for McLaren to make any sort of decent
Have a
run.
look
You
here. We got
think?
so
Oh,
Kimi
yeah.
Antonelli 119. Sorry, 219 points.
yes,
Lewis Hamilton 169.
50 points.
I like Ferrari's dropping back to the pack more than going forwards.
You reckon?
That's just my
So Lewis Hamilton's had, I mean, a pretty hit run of getting penalties. Like he got
True.
penalised pretty bad
true.
round before last.
Well, and you got
This is their
point
problem, I
one-
feel.
been 0.1 over the speed limit
Mm,
going through the pits.
yeah.
So he has had a pretty unlucky run,
Mm.
Lewis Hamilton.
But they also like I was during the race. I just feel like they never can do any damage in race pace. I don't know.
What was the
It's just
race?
me.
What was the race where Charles and Lewis went absolutely head to head with against each other? Was that it wasn't Spa? It was probably the round before that. What was that?
Silverstone?
Possibly.
Mm,
Yeah, well, I think it might have been.
Mm.
I think I think they're very
Yeah.
capable to give Kimmy a very big push, very big nudge.
George Russell 160 in third position, so 9 points behind Lewis.
Yeah, but I just don't think he has the mentality to win it.
Leclerc 138 points.
No,
Lando Norris 128.
I think it's
That's 100
so
points.
81 points
He's
behind.
got to have some DNFs.
Oh, look, Kimi Antonelli's had some bad luck. And of course, he had the power failure 2 races ago, so it can happen.
Max Verstappen 109 points. Is he one that we could see?
He's the only
possibly?
one I can think would be. He's
Come from
like a
nowhere.
shark.
He did it
He
last
smells
year.
blood and he just
Mhm.
he goes for it.
I tend to agree
Where's
with that.
Piastri and all this?
Piastri's 7th on 92 points.
Well, he's not winning the championship.
That's actually not bad considering he's had a few DNFs. He didn't even race in Melbourne.
Let's get him a win. Just let's slow games.
If he had a,
Get
if
him
he
a
had a
win.
1, it's 35 points for a win, isn't it?
25.
25. He would have been very close to Lando, so he would have jumped obviously Max Verstappen, and he would have been 3 points behind Lando, and then only 7 points behind 4th place. Not
Mm.
too bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, we move on.
No. I got a couple more things.
Oh, okay. Alrighty,
Jump the gun, mate.
okay. Oh, you some motor
Aston
racing?
Martin, they've got progress.
Uh-huh.
They didn't finish last. That's good. And we'll
Yeah, Alonso was actually very, very competitive.
I know, right? Yep.
on the
So,
weekend.
well done, Aston Martin. Good to see cars aren't shit anymore. I've got a joke for you before we move on from Formula One.
Okay.
What
Go
is
on.
Lewis Hamilton's favorite tea?
favorite tea?
Yep.
I'm trying to
I was
think
just
out of the box
Kardashian
here.
related, but
Go on.
no.
Penalty.
I was going to say a party, but
That's no.
Well,
that's why I didn't say it.
Supercars in Perth this weekend.
Yes, supercars are
Look
back.
forward to that.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah, well, it's because it's been 3 weeks since they've raced, so there's
Yeah.
not much to really report on. But
Yep.
yeah, look forward to the event in the West.
Yep.
I was going to
It's
move on
always
to ice hockey, Sammy.
Yep.
AIHL. You're attending this weekend.
Yeah, going to the doubleheader. It's been too long since I've been down at the O'Brien. It's been a very long run. But your boys,
Going so well.
you are 3 games in front of
We keep saying
Newcastle,
this.
but
we keep winning too.
I'm saying as of right now, you're my favourites going in through to win the whole thing.
How we're
Ooh.
winning? We're winning by 5 goals
over the
plus.
North Stars.
Yep.
Be cool.
I have watched more Mustangs games than I have North Stars, but the way you guys are moving the puck, and it's so smooth, it's quick, it's just on point every single time you're doing a play.
I agree.
You agree? From all the games you've watched this
I
season,
watched
you
a few,
agree?
couple.
You have.
A
You have.
plethora.
On the other end of
We
the
got a week break now.
yeah, you have got the week off. On the
Rest
other
up, fellas.
other end of the top six, the Melbourne Knights did get a nice win against the Brisbane Lightning on Sunday. So we are still in the top six. So we're up by about 2 points, which is not the healthiest of margins. But I think if we get no more losses, but even if we go a couple overtime losses, that's okay. We'll still get some points doing it that way. I think it's doable. We have the personnel. The team's very similar to last year. We've got the experience. Come on, boys.
You got to
Let's
make it
go.
count. You got to make this weekend 2 games at home.
Yep.
You just got to get the job done.
Exactly right. Yep, for
Yep.
sure. So fingers crossed we stay in that top six. Like I said, I think it's doable. Adelaide are officially done and dusted. They have no chance of making the playoffs with their 1 win on the season. Couple of results. North Stars and the Thunder on Saturday. North Stars getting the win 8-3. Lightning, the Mustangs. Pete, your Mustangs getting the win 8-3. Ice Dogs and the Bears, the Sydney Derby on Saturday. Ice Dogs got the win 5-3, which works well for us Ice fans. The Ice Dogs and the Brave getting the win 5-3. And we've already talked about the Melbourne Ice and the Lightning. Ice 10-8. The Bears and the Rhinos. Bears got the overtime shootout win, 7-6. So big weekend coming up. Very important weekend.
Just with a doubleheader, who do the Ice play? Are they
Both Sydney teams. So we're playing the Ice Dogs on Saturday, and then the Bears on
so they're
Sunday.
big games because if you win those, you can jump them and get into the top
Yeah.
4.
Well,
possibly.
yeah, Ice Dogs are sitting 5th. We're sitting 6th, and the Bears are actually sitting 7th. So it's actually a really important few games for us.
8-point game, so to
8-point
speak.
game,
even though-
100%.
Yep.
Yep, definitely is.
All right. So I've got Live Golf coming up next, fellas. We talk about Live Golf. Lucas Herbert taking out the
They
Live Golf
smashed it, didn't
event.
they?
Yeah,
They absolutely
UK.
killed it.
So he's killing it over there at the moment.
Well,
because
he
he
got
had
a lot of
such great
confidence after
British
the
Open.
British Open. Yep.
He ended up 30 under. Is that a bit of a knock on the Live Golf? The fact that
That's ridiculous.
a player
That's
can
unbelievable.
finish
That's the
30
sort of
under
score
the
I go
card.
on Tiger Woods golf.
10
I'm 30 under. Come on.
10 under the card for the day as well. We talk about Aussies. Cam Smith, he had 3 under for round 4, but finished 17 under. So, yeah, the Ripper GC team having a very good week because you had Mark Leishman as well, even for the day, but 9 under the card.
Sure.
They actually had to have a ring in.
Sure, they won the team event.
You would have thought
based
so.
on all those
I don't have the
scores.
team event up. They had to bring in Smythe, who was a stand-in for young Elvis.
Yep,
Smiley, who actually did withdraw from the British Open as well. I think due to a hamstring. I stand corrected on that, but
Golfers have hamstring awareness now as well.
I think I twinged mine a little bit the other day too. But anyway, we'll go back to the top of the leaderboard. Hatton finished in second with 24 under, and DeChambeau 21 under the card. So Live Golf lives on at the moment.
Pun intended.
Yeah,
Mm.
at the moment, of course, cricket's happening up north. Australia's playing Bangladesh. I'm not sure if you're going to be watching those games.
How long have we got to go till that starts?
Well, it's the first test is August 13th.
Can't
if
make
memory
it.
serves me right.
Can't
But
make it.
Australia's announced their squad. It's no surprises whatsoever. The Fab Four will be
No,
back.
the surprise is the no surprise because this is a tour or a
where you want to be,
a
you want to see
series where
experimentation.
we
on the
can.
team.
This is the thing. It's hidden away in August
Yes.
for one thing, so it's out of the media eye for the most
Against
part.
the weaker opposition too.
Against the
in
weaker
Bangladesh.
opposition on our home soil. Where is Campbell Callaway?
Well, he's playing in the
For God's
Cricket
sakes, put
Australia
him in
11
the
team.
team. This is
Oh,
the
no.
perfect introduction. McDonald, I don't mind you as a coach because I do believe in handing over a lot of control over to the team. But this is the chance where you can just blood a youngster. And I'm all for like the Ashes. Give it to the experienced guys. Like you need that in those situations, but blood a youngster when you can.
Well, the problem is,
And I know a test spot is so precious, but there's one guy who shouldn't be there.
well, if you drop Jake Wetherill, because I'm guessing he's the one you want.
He's the one out.
But if you drop Jake Wetherill, it's not resting him. He would be out.
Yeah, but he deserves to be
Oh,
out.
I agree. Too much change. So they've gone. So it'll be Weatherald and Head.
It's perfect time to because we have a summer as well where we can, if Campbell Callaway does well, can stay in the team and he's not up against a massive attack.
Don't be disrespectful to New Zealand. I think that,
I agree.
You can't be saying.
All right, because they performed pretty well over recent times. I agree with that, but at the same time, if he's in form and then goes into the Australian summer, he's got all the confidence of a young man. It can be the making of a player.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Look, and let's hope he does well in the warm-up game against Bangladesh for the Cricket Australia side. But look,
what? Just let me put a scenario in front of you. Weatherald fails in this, fails over the Australian summer. We then chuck in Campbell Callaway over in England at the Ashes.
no, we've got India and South Africa tours in between.
That's even worse.
Well,
Those
yeah,
three back to
yeah.
back to back.
Look, we know the Australian selectors tend to keep faith in players and give players extended runs, but I'm not convinced about Weatherald. The interesting one, Scott Boland. If they play Josh Hazelwood in front of Scott Boland because they love the Fab Four with Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood line, would Boland be the most stiffest international cricketer going around?
Well, we already know that he is.
Yeah, buddy, I hope he is. How about Michael Nezza? He had a great Ashes series. He's not
he
in the
was good.
squad. He's out of the 13.
And the thing is, he's got that all-round capability,
Yes.
which is that's a real strength sometimes. And again, we probably won't need it against Bangladesh, but we may need it going forward.
And then, of course, Udi select out of, because there's 2 spots left in the top 6. It'll be out of Inglis, Green, Webster. If Bo Webster doesn't get a game, after what he did in that last test in the Ashes series.
I know everyone's a Webster fan, but I'm a Green and Inglis fan. I like Inglis.
I'm not convinced with Inglis.
Yeah, I know you're not.
He had his
Never
stumps-
am I.
He had his stumps knocked over
He's got
too many
beautiful
times.
hands.
He's got nice hands, but he does have a solid enough technique against the
Well, I
best
love
of the
his
best.
technique. This is what I'm talking about. I love his technique. I think it is solid enough. He just hasn't put the performances
No.
out in the park.
Well, look, I think he gets a game. I don't think you're playing Green and Webster in the top 6. So I think Inglis will get a
He's
game.
just play Webster as a I know he'll probably get a bowl, but does he deserve his spot just for being a batsman?
Well, based on
Based off his performances, he does.
Well, he's had better results in Green, but of course we keep selecting Green on potential.
I want Green in the team
I know you do. I know you do.
because eventually he's going to turn the page.
A bit like North Melbourne. Turn the page.
Yeah, a bit like North Melbourne.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You're a muppet.
Hey, you don't watch cricket, so you stay quiet over there.
I don't have to watch cricket to know you're a muppet, mate.
No. But like again, I go back to technique and potential and what you see in a player. Now, when it comes down to an international cricketer or any sport, it is 95% mental. And is he there then? But he's shown in like some series and mostly with the limited overs that he can perform in tough situations.
Mm-hmm.
He just hasn't done it in tough situations Test cricket. Well, he's done a few things in Test cricket, but he hasn't done it when the Australian eye has been on him.
Yeah, that's true.
He performs
In the
when
New Zealand series away.
in away series. He performs in the IPL. He performs in limited overs games overseas where most Australians aren't watching.
Mhm.
So that's the only thing. He doesn't perform when Australia's eyes are on him.
Yep, fair. Sammy, any questions? Nothing.
I want
I know
to.
we've raced through.
It's been a Tuesday night quickie. I'm not always against that idea. I want to end on a debate.
Okay. Oh, can I ask you, what's less relevant in the Australian eyes? Commonwealth Games or the Tour de France?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk that.
Well,
Why do we have to talk about it?
But
It's bike riding.
But what's less relevant?
Tour de France.
I'm going Tour de France.
Yeah.
But I reckon both of in the last 2 decades. The Tour, when we had Cadell Evans when he won it.
There's some people who though just love the tour.
Max
And they
Gordon's
stay
one
up
of them.
every
He
single
froths
night.
it.
Yeah.
He rides with it.
Well, have you
Yeah,
heard
yeah, yeah.
more and more people reckon doping's coming back into it because the times
Good. I might
the
start watching
times
it.
that people have winning the times that people are winning stages.
What games again? The doping? What are they?
Enhanced.
Enhanced
Yes, games.
Enhanced
Tour-
bike riding.
Tour de Enhanced.
Well, would you say, talking about goats of sports, the Pogacar won the Tour de France. His
Lance
fifth time he's done
Armstrong.
it. He's only 27.
Lance Armstrong.
Bring him back.
Can't bring back Lance
Why not?
Armstrong.
Just pump him with some juice.
His records have been
Sports juice.
completely wiped out.
Yeah, but Lance Armstrong.
In fact, I've got a feeling, Sammy, you'd watch the Tour de France again if there was another big doping incident.
Nah.
That's what I think. Well,
I can't.
I would.
I can't.
I'll
I
Switch over.
I was,
There's cheating involved.
Yeah.
Why not?
But you wouldn't know until after the fact.
Yeah, you wouldn't know after. Yeah, that's
Which is
true.
not a fun. But sorry, what was your debate, Sammy?
So we put it out on social media earlier. What it might have been this morning or yesterday about you two having a debate over
Let's go.
who
I'm ready.
at
Did
this
you see this? You didn't see this.
He-
Did you?
I didn't
I
see that,
thought
no.
he posted it.
No, I
Ah, right.
I don't know what
Okay.
you're
So
talking about.
It was. I thought that after I posted it, I'm like,
Shut
this
up.
sounds like I'm hooky.
it does.
I
Anyway.
I was working. I don't know what you were doing.
Normally, I keep mine pretty brief, but this one had a bit of detail. to
Anyway,
it.
so
Enigma
our
versus
Enigma
Tactical
put it
Genius.
out there.
What do
He,
you put it
he threw a
look
line.
how worried he is.
I've got no idea what
He
you're
threw a
talking about.
line. He's looking to catch a reaction. He's put it out there.
Yeah.
Now that Nick Dacos has now got the all-time most amount of coaches' votes
Coaches'
for a
votes.
season of AFL,
Uh-huh.
he's put it out there that we must debate Dusty v Dacos.
It's not an argument. Do it in a big game.
No.
this is a big
This is
game.
based off a season.
Is it so best individual season?
This is the best individual,
Oh.
and there is still
Four
how many?
rounds to
4
go.
rounds to go.
Oh, there's every chance, yeah. But hold on. But hold on, hold on. But hold on, hold on.
Perfect. The best.
The only thing is though, Dusty, no, by record.
No.
But shut up. You want my argument?
This is a debate.
Yeah. So
You'll have a chance for a rebuttal.
to talk. If you talk about an individual season, yes, you got to compare it from home and away to home and away. But if you add into the finals where he won,
You can't add the finals
But
either.
why not?
Debate.
sorry, you can because it's a final. Is finals a big part of the season? Yes,
Not
it
in the
is.
coaches' votes.
Yeah, not the coaches' votes.
That's
but,
what we're talking about.
But I think we talk about big games, not Mickey Mouse games. So we're talking about home and away season. Dusty best player by a mile.
Wait.
He won the coaches award, won the Brownlow, which was a record at the time, not any longer. Talk about the finals. Not only did he win the Norm Smith medal, he was awarded the Gary Ayres medal,
Wait.
best player in the finals.
Wait. You're so red in the face, but wait.
So yeah, so
Okay.
how can you?
We're
how
talking
can you
about
better
Mickey
that?
Mouse games, Richmond's games at the moment, and Mickey Mouse. Collingwood plays in front of 100,000 every single week. This guy is turning
I'm
up
sorry.
Wasn't
every
it-
single week.
Okay.
No, it's a debate. It doesn't have much to do with it. I don't care.
It's what
You playing Mickey Mouse at the
4
moment.
points
Richmond.
is 4 points.
Oh, did you turn my mic
I
off?
went to mute your mic, but I muted mine instead. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
We're playing Mickey Mouse games. We are watching the best player that we have ever seen play the game play right now. And there are dickheads out there that are not appreciating it.
Oh, I appreciate him, but you
The
talk about-
best season that we've ever seen. Discount finals. Your finals argument is completely irrelevant because we're talking about an individual
individual year.
season.
Is
No,
it-
but we're talking about coaches' votes. The picture was Nick Dacos has more coaches' votes than Dustin Martin at this point of the season, and there's still 4 more games to go. Now, there is one more game this year than there was when Dusty
Yeah, but
Martin
he's already
played,
passed-
but
he's
he's
already
already passed
surpassed
him.
it.
So let's just go. There's 3 more games to play.
Yep.
We are literally watching the best player we've ever seen play the game, and there are fools out there online who are just say, "Oh, well, you can't take a contested mark." It doesn't matter. Play to your strengths. That's what good players do. They play to their strengths, right? We could say the best Tony Lockett. Get a defensive part of your game. No, that's his job is to kick goals, and he was one of the greatest at it, and that's why we call him one of the greatest. Right now, we have the best midfielder to ever play the game, and no one is
The best
A lot of people-
midfielder to ever play the
Oh,
game.
He's the best midfielder to ever play the game.
better than Gary Ablett Jr.
Better than Gary Ablett Jr. We are literally
Again,
watching a
you
genius at
cannot,
work.
I don't think you can make the comparison to the
End of his career.
careers.
I get that. But if it continues on this trajectory,
Oh,
we
yeah.
are watching the greatest.
His 2 knees blowing out away from not being able to play the same way.
Agree with that. Touch some wood.
yeah.
Well, all that's it's very frustrating to listen to jealous people online. If it
Oh,
wasn't Collingwood, the jealousy wouldn't be there.
it's not jealousy.
I'm throwing it out there. Bontempelli, because a lot of Bulldogs aren't a hated team.
Yep.
Bontempelli gets a lot of appreciation based off the fact of that. When I don't think he deserves it as much.
Oh, he's a bloody good player.
He's a
He's a bloody
okay.
good player. Nick Dacos is much better than him.
Oh, much better.
So much better.
Oh, come on,
Mate,
mate.
I watch both of them every single week. Put them in the schoolyard. Thank you, Nick Dacos. I'm taking number 1 pick.
I don't
I'm
think it's
picking-
that easy.
yeah,
Who,
okay.
who are you picking?
Bond, he's a more rounded player. He can play
You
anywhere.
can't say that. Well, he can play anywhere, but
So I can say that.
Nick Dacos played in the back line. He plays in the forward line this year, and he goes into the midfield. There you go.
No, but he gets given one role for the game, and that's it.
Not necessarily. He goes into the forward line.
Bont,
To
hey,
rest.
hey, Bont, can you go full forward?
Yeah,
no
he does
worries.
that too.
Hey, Bont, can you go back line?
I'm
Yeah,
not
no
saying he's a
worries.
bad player. I'm just saying that he gets more appreciation because people like the Bulldogs
No, people like the Bont.
because they're not a threat. They're not jealous. It's true.
Okay, going
There's no
back,
jealousy
going
there.
back to the debate. Can we also talk about the personnel around him in the same team? Would you say that Dustin Martin had the higher chance of getting votes taken off him based on his teammates
Yeah, probably.
compared to Nick Dacos?
Yeah, you had another Brownlow medalist in that team called Trent Cotchin.
True. Oh, it's
You had another full forward in Jack Riewoldt.
Jack Rewalt. Like, yeah, votes.
He's a bloody good player.
God, bloody good player. But you said his question was,
You had another
how
guy.
many players get
Actually,
Brownlow
it was
votes off?
Shy Bolton probably wasn't around in
No,
that
Shane
stage.
Bolton, not when he won the Brownlow. Nope.
Press
Prestia, possibly.
Prestia.
Yeah, but you got
Floston had a very good. Oh no,
Yeah,
that was more. Rance was in that year.
Yeah, Rance not going to get. Fullbacks don't get Brownlow votes.
But
They
no,
never
this
have.
is not Brownlow votes. We're talking about coaches' votes.
exactly.
Yeah, but still, again, it's a midfield. You go through the coaches' votes. They're all
Yeah,
midfielders.
but you see that like actually a lot of the top players.
They're all midfielders.
Nah, there's
There's maybe a ruckman, like
Luke
Luke Jackson, who's a freak of a ruckman.
I'm sure Rance was probably pretty close in
Look it
that
up.
season.
I don't know.
I don't know
You
either.
can look
but
it
he was
up.
probably pretty good.
But-
I'm going to look it up.
Look it
Keep
up.
going, Hookie.
If okay, this
Well,
is good being the moderator. If Nick Dacos was playing at the same time as Dustin Martin, how would they fare up against each other?
It's hard to really compare because Dusty Dusty spends more time up forward than Dacos because Dusty has the body type that can play as a forward. And we saw what he did in grand finals. We kicked, well, not bags, sorry. Hauls of four. Hauls of four. Handfuls rather than bags.
Thoughts on that?
I wasn't listening. I was looking at the top
He was looking
Yeah,
at
who
top
was it?
10.
topless
Go.
photos of Nick
We don't need to
Dacos.
go through this.
Can you go through it, please?
Sorry, you have to.
Please,
There's a few surprises.
sorry,
in
go
there.
through.
Dustin Martin,
Okay.
obviously.
Midfield up,
Dangerfield,
midfield up,
Sloan,
midfield up,
Merritt,
midfield up,
Mitchell,
midfield up,
Josh Kelly,
midfield up,
Clayton Oliver,
midfield up,
Matt Crouch,
midfield up,
Seb Ross,
midfield up.
Dane Zorko.
Oh, no, midfield up.
Was Zorko off the
Oh,
half back line,
God.
maybe?
But
Could
that's
have
when
been.
Brisbane were no good, so it could have been anyway. To be
It could
honest,
have been anyway. Yeah.
No, my question was if both players played at the same time,
Damn.
how would they?
I reckon if you go year by year, there's got to be
He's
somewhere.
still not listening. If you put both players side by side playing at the same time, how would they fare up?
In a final, obviously, like because Nick Dacos hasn't played as many finals, but he'll get there. He'll get there, and he'll be
Well,
a
you
better
know,
player.
Mate, you might have to move to Tasmania for that. So
Oh, yeah, very funny. Very funny. I easily from season to season, I know who I'm picking, and that's Nick Dacos. 100%.
Big game,
Mm.
big game player. That's how the best get judged.
But
3 normies.
a bloke who can get you there from season to season.
Oh, Dusty. I think if that's
I mean, what do we look forward to? All is we go through the whole season wanting to make finals, don't we? Like how many times?
100%.
How many times have we? Like Essendon. Think about Essendon. They would kill to make finals
Yeah.
and just win one.
I agree.
So you got to get there to win one.
Oh, look, Dusty in home and away games when he needed to step up, he stepped up.
Not every time.
Oh, he did. Well, he had a lot
Not
of
every time.
good support, but he did what he needed to when it mattered.
Nick Dacos. We're watching God play. We are. Mark my words.
Gary Ablett was called God for a reason.
He was a good player.
Oh,
I mean, it'd be maybe
just muted.
my number 2 pick in the schoolyard.
He's just muted.
You can't. You anyway. Okay, I'm the moderator. I'm not allowed to
The
take
jealousy
sides.
kicks in, fellas, and I can see it on your faces.
I'm not jealous of Nick Dacos. He's a bloody
You
good player, but
If I'd have him on my team, I'd have him on my
I'm
team.
my team as well.
Easily,
No doubt,
happily.
but and
I just hate how you guys go on about him. That's all.
Because he's that bloody good.
Is he that good though?
Yes, he is.
I don't know.
He's unbelievable.
I'd have Luke Jackson over
I've
Nick
seen
Dacos.
comments pop up.
Yeah, I'm not going to read those.
Oh, come on.
Who is it?
First one, well, it's actually both my parents, so
Okay.
just keep that in mind,
Yeah,
fellas,
yeah.
please. First one from David Davies, Commonwealth Games, Glasgow 2026, proudly sponsored by the Victorian government. Yeah,
Yeah,
good one,
yep,
mate.
Yep.
I love that. That's great.
Sandra, who's going to be the impartial moderator? I did my best.
Right, Sam.
And this one's gonna trigger you, so it's my mother. Dacos gets fed the ball.
Oh, he does do one of
Gets
these.
fed the
He does do
ball.
one of these.
Now, all respect, I know it's your mum.
Be careful what you say here, Mr. Davies.
You can't get fed the ball when you get 39 touches. Does Naz get fed the ball?
A lot, yes.
A little bit.
A
But
lot.
how many players does Nick Dacos have him feeding the ball? Like Jordan De Goey probably goes in there and gets a fair bit of the ball.
Pete's mic's still off.
No, it's not. It's gone.
Oh.
It was
Name
never off.
Name another quality Collingwood midfielder. Like we're talking top
Scott
echelon.
Pendlebury
DeGoey.
feeds him. DeGoey feeds him.
Pendlebury, yeah, but Pendlebury's in and out of games.
Is he though?
He's not the player he used to be.
He's
Although,
been pretty
like,
consistent the last month, 6 weeks.
It's been okay. It's been okay.
What?
No, keep on. Let's
Just getting comfy?
getting comfy.
Okay.
There's not that many like we're talking top echelon.
Righto. There you go.
I don't think
good,
he's getting fed
good,
the ball.
good question. Well done, Sandra. Well
No,
done.
that wasn't even a question. That was a statement.
Oh, that was great. It triggered him.
Fed the ball.
I mean, players do look for him, mate.
Contested possessions. Look him up. He gets a lot of them. He does.
But we're contested marking.
Not as much, but he's not. That's not his role. A full forward takes.
He finds
contested
he
marks.
finds the empty space and uses it well.
And he's quick. You know, he hit 35 kilometers per hour in his. That is quick.
Oh, look.
It's because you got little legs like you.
He does. He's got little, and he jets off.
But he doesn't do his hamstrings much.
No, but he cramps up in pre-season. They have to stop the game.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm supposed
They
to.
stop the game a lot now.
Well, yeah,
It's needed.
It's needed.
I think it's
Yeah,
needed.
it is needed. Like, oh, did you see? Who was that Fremantle player that slashed open his knee? Did you see that?
I didn't say that.
That was brutal. It was at the last 3 minutes of the game. He fell onto his own foot and his studs ripped open his knee.
No, I didn't say
It was
that.
brutal. Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Anyway,
All right, we done, fellas?
I reckon we
It's
are.
8:02.
8:02 and I'm
Now
hungry.
I'm hungry.
Yes.
Done. Your weekly pint of sports juice presented by the Keys Leisure Centre Preston. Eat, drink and bowl at the Keys sprawling beer gardens, lanes, arcade bar and bistro. Let's go, lads.